Some friends online. This is basically a journal entry. I'm gonna read. Is it possible to post about Black Lives Matter in addition to the Cop Lives Matter posts that I'm seeing a lot of? Just a curiosity. I have some friends who have posted nothing but Cop Lives Matter since the Dallas shooting, even sharing posts that blame every victim of police brutality, like each and every one deserved what they got. And those victim-blaming posts or exclusive support for everything under the sun but Black lives, harambe, specifically is what I'm addressing, and I will be addressing. And please don't assume that between the lines of concern you didn't express, we are just supposed to somehow know that you care. Did you watch Alton Sterling's video? Probably not. Did you watch the Philando Castile video? Probably not. Sandra Bland mouthed off out of irritation. Then again, the cop was doing a piss poor job of diffusing the argument as well. But does a smart mouth deserve death? You're smarter than this, people. You really are. Even if you can't imagine a day outside of your skin, can we just agree that if a cop's life matters, then so does a Black man, woman, or child? Can it be both and instead of either or? Any life from any race or religion matters, period. Do you have any idea how insulting it is to me as a friend, as your friend, to see you say not one single thing about how obviously wrong these deaths, these murders, Bland, Castillo, Sterling, Rice, Martin, and others were, but be extremely, mighty extra sauce, vocal about just only how cops matter. And they totally do. We're not in disagreement there. We're really not. Cop lives matter. But there's no mention up until this time of the Dallas shooting about the other murders. I see your post on gun control. I read a shared post on blame about how the victims need to learn more respect and we need to learn how to interact with police officers. That is the problem. We don't have a police brutality problem. We have a problem with how we conduct ourselves. And to that I say we may have a difference of opinion on some things, but the videos and facts don't lie, even if the courts do. Many of these victims were unarmed, and they were handled terribly by people who should have been better, should have been trained better, and took an oath to serve and protect others before themselves. That means the goal is that everybody gets home safe. It's not a pass to shoot first and check pockets later. It's not a pass to choke a person out until their life slips away or shoot a pinned down man in the chest repeatedly, roll off and yell, shots fired, like he attacked and they had to shoot him. Sure, you have every right to back the blue. I back the blue. My husband is federal law enforcement. I stand in solidarity with police officers and first responders who do their jobs with honor and integrity and with value for all human life in mind. But I'm a little worried. That while most of the blue would back me, most cops are amazing people. Some of my friends are silent about the ones that won't. Someone wise once said that the oppressed do not appreciate your neutrality. Well, I would submit to you that the dead do not appreciate your silence or neutrality in these matters, nor do their family, friends, or communities. Here's a novel idea. Call us up, ask us how we and our families are taking this news. Participate in the discussion. Don't run away. Be wise enough to know that you don't know everything there is to know about everything, especially when you see only through the eyes of one race, one culture. Don't use the excuse that you know enough to say anything, or you don't take part in political stuff on Facebook. Okay, phone calls work just fine. Check on your friends. I've seen what you're sharing. I've seen the Back the Blue post, which I agree with fully. And I'm not seeing or hearing a lot of the Black Lives Matter. I do hear a great deal of silence on that particular aspect. Even in situations where we do all that we're supposed to do, there's no guarantee that we can get home. Can we agree that that is a problem? You posted about the right to bear arms or the need to adopt, spay, and neuter rescued pets. Very important. Pets are our fluffy companions. Or for climate control, it is essential that we plan for our future planet. or for cool ways to upcycle old furniture. Never gets old seeing old tables turn into activity desks for children, or Harambe's tragic death. Where you get the point. And all these other great posts, but not yet reached out to us. You think I've had a life free from the fears and anxieties that racial tension brings? Don't hit me with the "you were never a slave" BS. Ask me about the time my family was denied cab service by several cabbies in Europe. Ask me about the time my sister and I were attacked by kids with pine cones. Ask me about racial slurs, nasty looks, and bullying. Ask me about the time we were spit on. Ask me about being called a housemaker. Ask me about people telling me and my husband not to procreate, don't have any more children. Ask me about folks assuming that we have an EBT card because we're smart enough to shop well at Aldi, and all on his well-earned buck. Imagine that. Ask me about the rising anxiety and fear that I have about traffic stops or the safety of my family and friends. I was born in 1984. No Jim Crow laws back then. We had already reached the promised land, supposedly. It's 2016. I'm more upset and fearful today of the future generation than I was between 93 and 06. Yes, I know all cops aren't bad. My eyes and my heart are wide open to that reality. But ask yourselves this, friends. Are you even open to the possibility that even one of these victims was a victim? And if so, wake up. You don't have to fake it. If you really don't see both sides of the coin, I just thank God that I do. I am both sides of the coin. Cop lives matter. They shouldn't be killed. Every single one should get home safely. They are needed and appreciated. Black lives matter, at least to many of us and many of you, they do. If we aren't alone in that on Facebook, on our phones, by snail mail, hit us up. Let us know you care. All lives matter. And if they don't, you can miss me with it.